Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time. And as we teased in episode number 1, the end of it, this is one of those conversations that kind of some mental gymnastics. It's going to be dry powder versus dead money. But before we get into it, let's not forget that marketing thing that I honestly forgot the first time.
That's okay. I try not to. Again, although I work very happily for Velocity Mortgage Capital, all the ideas and topics discussed on this channel are that of my own. And so let's get it going.
Very cool. So let's define dry powder versus dead money, and then we'll talk about when it makes sense to go get it. So dead money for me, again, this is my opinion. I don't know if it's not an official anything, but dead money to me is when you have an asset with a whole bunch of equity. It could be free and clear. For example, is an asset I brought you. God, was that 6 months ago now?
Right.
Anyways, I brought you and I'm like, hey, I want 50% of that. So again, I'm very conservative. And then dry powder is just cash sitting in a bank. And again, a lot of people have been talking about cash is trash. And what are you doing? You got to deploy it. I'm sorry. I am sorry. If Jamie Dimon and Warren Buffett is good enough to have dry powder, it's frankly, to me, it's like an option. It's an option price on future deals.
Right.
So
right.
Let's talk about dead money. Let's talk about dead money first, because again, as a non-QM lender, you helped me get dead money out and may be able to help others. So let's talk about dead money.
Yes. Well, again, in some circumstances, life changes, job changes, things of that nature. You want to try your hand out being an entrepreneur. With some of those changes and the need for financing to tap into equity during those times, it makes it difficult because of more restrictive, conventional financing guidelines. So that's where we can step in and allow you to kind of tap into that equity, whereas before you wouldn't be able to. So with really, again, stated income, so no tax returns, no pay stubs, no W-2s, it's really just on the equity, on the property, your mid-FICO score, how much skin you got in the game as far as the LTV. But other than that, that's pretty much the ease of use of the product. So it allows you to tap into dead money, pretty reasonable 30-year fixed, loans right now. Yeah. So then now, basically what you did when there was time, I don't want to even keep saying the 3 word because people keep thinking
it's
and
different.
What happened to that?
Different times.
Like that was but again, timing wise, you were smart.
I've been doing this for a while.
Yeah, a little bit. And so we got you out at like super cheap money. And so yeah.
Well, this is what I think about the situation, and I wish more people would hear it. And I want to give one of my followers, Jeffrey, credit for the following quote that came from Mark Twain. I'm going to probably butcher it, but it'll be there. A banker wants to give you their umbrella when the sun is shining, and then the banker wants his umbrella back when it starts to rain. Think about that. You want to extract your dead money when the time is good. And that's what we did 6 months ago. And I would argue it's still better than where I think we're going. Banks get nervous fast.
Oh, yeah.
So if you've been thinking about extracting dead money, sure, you missed the bottom, but still something in the 5s is better than most of my career. And again, what I'm doing with the dead money, I was very clear with you, right? I'm going to sit on it for about 2 years. If I find a deal that double or triples my rate, I'm going to buy it. And if I don't, I'm going to write you a check and I'm going to pay the damn thing off. It's just how I roll. So again, I had dead money. I went and got it when the sun was shining, and I'm willing to sit on it like Warren Buffett and Jamie Dimon. I think again, part of my story that only became obvious to me was recycling capital. My whole 15-year career while working, I was recycling capital and I didn't even know it. Now I'm doing it with intention, with plan. And again, what recycle capital is basically when I talk to people, the first 4 years are slow, but at about the 4-year mark, you're going to have the option for the income snowball that Dion talks about, where it's just faster for down payments, or as Matt and I talk about, recycling capital, and you can really just turbocharge your portfolio. So if you're sitting there, you're at that mark, you got equity, and you're still growing, recycling capital is a good discussion. So if somebody wanted to reach out to you and have that discussion, how do you want them to do that?
Again, SDAO at velocitymortgage.com. And again, please just put in the subject line ORAAT to make it past the firewall. A lot of people just forget that part, which is kind of important.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, either a brief topic of what you're looking for, your mid FICO score, and the phone number to reach you back at. That's typically the best. And then that's about it.
Yeah. So I'm not
yeah.
done yet. I just wanted to hit that there. Because the other thing we talked about dead money. Now let's talk about dry powder. Dry powder is cash.
Okay.
This is not stocks. Because again, stocks go up and down. It's not crypto because it can go up and down.
Right.
I want people to hear me. When I say I have dry powder on the sidelines, it's cash, money market account stuff. It's not, some people call me like, where do you put it? I'm like, it's in a freaking savings account or a money market account. I don't overthink it. Sure, I could get higher interest somewhere else, but I don't want the risk. I want easy access. And again, I realize I'm paying X and I'm losing Y.
Right.
I'm going to do that. I am willing to do that exchange for 2 years to have options on the future. Right. So again, a lot of people want to, they chase kind of like, oh, I got 6-figure refi. Oh, I'm going to take 10 grand and have a vacation. I'm going to take 40 grand and buy Amazon stock, and then take 30 grand and buy Tesla. And then I'm going to put the rest in my emergency account. Well, in that scenario, I consider none of that dry powder.
Right.
The 20 grand in the emergency is emergency money. It is separate from all of this. The stock in Tesla and Amazon, which I'm sure are great companies who will do great things.
Right.
That's until it's sold, it's stock. It's not dry powder. And
paper rich.
Yeah, you're paper rich. And then doing a vacation. I hope people hear me. This was an important part of my first book, One Rental at a Time. Right. We took $0 from cash flow or our recycled capital and did anything with it except buy more properties. It's when you're growing, grow.
Right.
You don't have a tree and cut off one limb. You let the freaking thing grow, right? Right.
No, again, I think with your commitment to consistency, doing the right steps in the beginning will then perpetuate the right outcome. A lot of people, always want a equal outcome, but all you really get is just the equal opportunity. You're in charge of what it's going to turn out to be. So just because you want to say you're going to be a real estate investor, you're not going to succeed unless you kind of do the right steps to get to that point. So, but yeah, no, kudos to you guys for taking that sacrifice in the beginning. So then it led to where you're at now. So you can make some real moves because it takes money to make money. Yeah. So exactly. But yeah, I wish more people, like you said, would kind of look at that. But we live in an age of, instant gratification, too much marketing, too many trying to keep up with the Joneses, too many clickbaiting, too much Instagram posts that you need, satisfaction.
Yep. You just went on mute, buddy. I can't hear you. Yep. But what Stephen was saying there is absolutely right. Oh, there he's back. Hi, Stephen. Can you hear me? That's right, folks. Again, what I want you, oh, there you are. I can hear you. It's okay. Folks, what we're going to do here is wrap up episode number 2. Again, SDAO, DAO at velocitymortgage.com. Thank you.